Hey, it is so good to see you here today. I am so excited because the last week whenever I went live, we had not hit 100K. So today is a celebration of the page making it to 100,000 followers. I cannot believe it. I'm so excited. It just seems so surreal. So as you hop on, I would love to know where you're watching from. Even if you're watching the replay, just let me know that you're catching the replay. And we're going to do a really cute, fun project where I am going to show you how I repurposed some tiles that, let me pull them out. And I'm going to show you how I repurpose these tiles into, we're going to make some Christmas ornaments. So let me move some things around. As you hop on, say hello. All right, I'm going to move this. Okay, so this is what we're working with today. As you hop on, you see our 100. We hit 100,000 followers. How exciting. Okay, I'm going to show you what we're working with. I'm going to move this so we don't spoil the surprise. Have you ever seen these? Good morning, Jackie. Have you ever seen these? Do you know immediately what this is? This is backsplash. I grabbed sheets of these from Lowe's, y'all. So this is just some netting on the back that has them all stuck together, but we are going to repurpose these. We're going to letter on them and turn them into some Christmas ornaments. Does that sound fun? I'm so excited to show you how I've got some already prepped a little bit, and I will show you how it's going to turn out in just a minute. Let me turn this. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, but I'm going to take it off the Wi-Fi. All right. Okay, Moroccan style tile. Yes. Okay, and they come in sheets like this. And I mean, that means, let's see how many we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15. And this is porcelain. I'm going to read the back of it for you. But you get that many. And imagine all of these as Christmas ornaments because you can use them. Hey, Lori, we're going to use them. I'm doing it for some holiday market prep. And you know, really and truly, even if you don't hand letter, you could turn these into really fun ornaments without hand lettering on them. But, you know, I got to add that hand letter touch. So I just tore them away from the netting. It's real easy. Let me show you how I did that. You just kind of tug on it a little and peels right off. So now you have your single one to use. And then I'm going to put this to the side. I just wanted to show you how they kind of started out. I'll leave this one up for reference. And then I took some of my favorite chalk paint, the Waverly from Walmart, and I did one coat, let it dry, did another coat, let it dry, and then I distressed. I feel like this lighting is not wonderful. Let me show you that. So I distressed with sandpaper, and it's a real matte finish, but I have a couple different ones here, and we're going to letter on these as in the center. So I also have some ribbon here, and y'all, I am not a crafter at all. I am a hand letterer, but we're going to try to add a little string on the top and a little bow. We'll see how it goes. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not going to lie. I'm nervous to do that on live with y'all. I need my friend Summer here. Y'all know Summer. She had to teach me how to make a bow the last time, and it did not go so well. So I hope I can do that. So, hey, Cole, it's good to see you. Y'all, oh my goodness, since our last live, let me also show you this. I took the green Waverly moss and I did a green one too. And like, see how whenever you sand it, it kind of has that shiny come through. I love it because it almost like seems like a little sparkle. I can't see it so much there, but you see that little bit of a sparkle too. So I have some green and red, and of course you could do these any color. I even thought about black because it would look like a chalkboard. So that would be really cute. I'm going to move this to the side and just letter a little bit on here and let y'all see how that looks. Let's see if I can kind of fix this lighting a little bit though. Hold on. Maybe it will be closer to the ornament. I don't know. One day I'll get the lighting right in here, y'all. I don't know. Let's see how that works. Okay, so I have two different paint pens here. I have my Posca that I love, and this painter's brand. And the reason why is because I do not have a fine tip yet in the Posca. So I'm going to show you though. I'm going to do one with the Posca medium tip, and then I'm going to do one with this painter's brand fine tip, and then you'll get to see. So you'll get a little demo of each. All right, first I'm going to start with the Posca, and my idea was to do a set of lettering the names of Jesus. So I thought that would be really fun for, I'm just really annoyed by this lighting. Let me just kind of turn it away and see what happens. Is that too dark? I don't know. What do y'all think? Or maybe I'll just get closer. Oh, come on in. Come on in. Get a little closer. Okay, here we go. I thought it would be fun to do a set of the names of Jesus. So I'm just going to do Noel on this one. And y'all, we used this last year in my homeschool co-op. I was a teacher for a hand lettering class. Lori, you said you love the distressing. I love it too. I feel like it helped because when I was painting this, it got a little bit to where I was like, these brush strokes, I don't know about this. I don't know if it's going to work. And I thought, well, let me just sand it a little bit. And I just really think it adds some character to it. Like each one is a little bit different, and the chippiness and imperfection is more forgiving. So I did this in our homeschool co-op. We created these last year, and they were a hit. So I'm going to come in on those down strokes, making them thicker. Taking it letter by letter. And while this one dries, I can do another, and we'll add the ribbon after it dries. But y'all, look how cute. Oh my goodness, I'm loving it already. Okay, speaking of cuteness, thank you, Lori, for letting me know that. Hey, Angela. Hey, Dana. Speaking of cuteness, I got to tell y'all what's happened since I went live last. Besides doing 100,000, woohoo, that's yay, that's exciting. But this is way more exciting than that, y'all. My niece was born. She was born yesterday morning, and I am over the moon. I still have not met her. It's killing me. Killing me. And it's not because I haven't been chomping at the bit. It's because my sister and brother-in-law are taking it easy. They didn't want a lot of visitors, and I'm trying to be respectful. But listen, I am so ready to beat down their door. But she was born. She's healthy. Her and mom are healthy. So I'm so excited. If you are new here, you may not know, but my sister is 12 years younger than me. And there are no siblings in between us. So she's more of like, you know, I grew up with like having my own little baby doll with my sister. You know, she was born when I was like 12. Well, I was about to turn 13 when she was born. Okay, look how cute. Oh my goodness. This is awesome. I love it. I think I'm going to do another Noel. Or you give me, okay, so I have a couple different names in mind for the names of Jesus. What's one of your favorites at Christmas time to see on something? You know what? I thought about Emmanuel, but we'll definitely have to go with the fine tip to do Emmanuel. So let me know which one you would like to see done next on a ornament. And I will do that one on this one. But what was I about to say about her having the baby? Oh, I was almost 13 when she was born. So I had my own real life baby doll. And we just, you know, it was almost like we crossed paths because she doesn't even really remember me living at home because I moved off to college. And I tell her all the time, I'm just like your second mother more than I am your sister. So she's got to fight off me and my mom that are just dying to come visit. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Dana. Okay, I haven't seen one pop up yet, but I know that comments are a little delayed. So I think I'm going to try Emmanuel on this one. And it's going to take a lot because it's going to be, I'm going to set this one up here to be drying. This one is going to be longer. So let me do, I'm going to come from this side for the E. And then, you know, you don't even necessarily have to add in the thickness for these. It might be pretty just to do a monoline style. Let's see, E, M. Okay, sorry, I'm not talking because I'm trying to focus. So let me think about this. EMMANEU. Okay, look, somebody commented it. All right, let's see, Jackie. I started it, so let's see if I can do it. I'm nervous now. Okay, because you said it would take 2 ornaments to do Emmanuel. But look, this is a very fine tip, so I'm going to try it. All right, maybe I need to go ahead. Man, okay, I'm going to go ahead and still add this thickness in because I should have probably done this one monoline, but that's okay. I think we can do it. Okay, UEL. Dana, Messiah is on my list. I love that one because he was the prophesied Messiah, and then it was his birth. So I was like, oh, that would be a perfect one. Look, 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 look. Oh, just barely, y'all. And then I could add a little accent on the bottom since this one's so long and stretched out. Add a little thickness here. Okay, and then I could do like this or something just to give it a little bit of extra. Okay, so I'm going to show you up here. Oh, wrong way. Look how cute. Y'all, I love this color green. It is called moss, but it is almost like it's different because after you sand it and that white comes through and it's dried, it does not look as dark as it does on the lid. So I'll show you the difference. So, one of these days I'll get it. Okay, so we got this, but then the lid, well, it's not too different. I guess when I painted these, it was night and it was darker and it felt like a darker green. So there's that. And then I've got quite a few reds. So let's do Messiah next. So we've got the Noel, Emmanuel. And look, I just love that. You can just kind of like sit them together. Yes, Becky, I will spray them to seal them because I plan on taking these to holiday markets and I want to be able, like, you know, I don't want them chipping up or anything like that. So I'm going to get some clear spray and I will let y'all know what kind I spray it with. Oh, yay, Becky. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do Messiah. Let's just kind of get that in frame. And y'all, there's so many different ways you can do M. So since I've already kind of shown it this way, because you could just make that bigger and make it a capital M, I'm going to do it a different way though, like the traditional M, like that. But then I'm going to come in on those downstrokes. And y'all, I'm not pressing too hard. I just want to keep that paint on the bottom good and intact. But I will tell you, if you try this, give yourself, so the, and the reason I'm saying this is whenever we did this with homeschool co-op, we had a week in between our classes. So there was a week drying time when it comes to before we lettered on them. And there was one girl that had missed. She was absent. So she tried to do it all in one day. And so she like hair dried it and everything. And y'all, when she went in to letter on hers, it really just was not good. Okay, that ESS, I went until it felt natural to stop because it's just so flowy with those S's. Then I'm going to come in. But anyway, it was hard for her and the paint was not sticking well and all of that. So I highly recommend, and I'll tell you what I did on this. I painted one coat, let it sit overnight. The next day, I painted another coat because if you try to paint 2 coats too quickly, that first coat just gets kind of slimy almost. And then I did the second coat and then I let it dry a whole other day before I did the distressing. So keep all that in mind should you want to try this. Okay. I'm going to daub on this because y'all know these painter's pens. I'm going to even flip the tip around because I just don't want to dig into this. I-A-H. Did I spell Messiah right? Now I'm all nervous. Yes, I did. Y'all, I like actually kind of pride myself in spelling. I don't think I'm a bad speller or anything like that. But when I am on a live, I have been known to misspell things because of doing 2 things at once. And I recently heard that like this is a hard task because your right brain and left brain are working at the same time, like you're creating with one conversation. I don't know if I'm right in that or not, but okay. I'm gonna hold this one up. There we go. Oh, y'all, it's so cute. And then just imagine like a set of these all over your tree in different spots, with green and red. Okay, look, I actually have some green ones that have not been distressed yet, so I can show y'all what they look like. So they just, you can kind of see a little bit of those brush strokes. It's not too bad, but that's why I loved adding in the distressing, because it was like I could just kind of skim over that and make it more forgiving. So there's before and after. Okay, so you asked Becky if I will Bonnie, if I will cover the back. And whenever we did it for Homeschool Co-op, we didn't. But I'm going to be selling these. So I have thought, that's a very good question. And I have thought, I should probably take some felt and just kind of cover the backs with felt, and then have, and I was going to add my ribbons today. But Becky, you make a good point. I even have my hot glue gun ready. I've never used a hot glue gun on a live. I was nervous about that. Okay, Marnette, I'm going to answer you in just a second, but I think you make a very good point. And if I want these to look really good and finished off, then I think I'm going to cut some felt for around the back and then have my ribbon come in behind that felt to hide it. Because when I was making these with the girls at Co-op, it was just like a little DIY project for them to gift to their moms. And, to be honest, it probably is not a big deal because it's the back and it's going to be hanging on the tree and you won't see the back. But if I'm going to be having these at Holiday Market, I think I'm going to do that. So I'm not going to add the ribbon today on this live, but I can record a reel when I do and show you exactly how I do that. So I'm actually glad you said that, Becky, because I was already thinking it, but I didn't know for sure if I'd do it. So let's do at least one more. What name next? Ooh, King of Kings. Yep, let's do that. Let's do King of Kings. I just saw your comment. And then, oh, okay. Dana says maybe paint the back. So here's the thing. It's kind of got it's not sticky at all, but you see it's like real rough textured. And that's because if you are just tuning in, you asked what I was working with. I'm working with these backsplash tiles from Lowe's. And I'm sure Home Depot has them too, or wherever you want to grab them from. And I just peel them off. And this is the backing. This is where I've peeled off. So the paint I used was, because someone asked, I first used let me just show you like this. Red Waverly Chalk Paint. And it's called Crimson. And then this one is called Moss. Love those. They're just from Walmart. And then I do have some fun ribbon. So my thought was this, to kind of like tie. I just have it so zoomed in on my hands that y'all aren't going to be able to see. But like have the ribbon hanging from the top and then create a little bow that is right here. But y'all, I'm going to make a reel showing all of that so that we can just kind of letter on the live. So, but wasn't that like, I saw someone else make ornaments out of these, but they were not a hand lettering artist. And I saw it online on like Pinterest or something. And I thought, oh my goodness, that is such a cute idea, but I'm going to put my own little spin on it. So, hey, Mandy, let's see this. What do I attach it with? A glue gun, hot glue. But I'm going to do it on the back on another time. Okay. So let me do King of Kings before we shift gears, because I want to show y'all something else on this live. All right, here we go. I'm going to just do King of Kings. Let's see. I'm going to actually do this one with a little bit of print too. So if you're new here, I hand letter and I teach how to hand letter in multiple ways. I've got a calligraphy class, and in that class though, I teach some print styles too, kind of like this, because I like mixing it up. It's not always this, this fancy, I guess is what you would call it, fancy writing, but you can add in print as well. Oh, y'all, and I have a cool new thing. If you want to know more about my class, you can comment beginner, And if you comment beginner, you'll get a link to the class so that you can learn more about it. I got this like cool new tool that will let me do that. And so I was really excited to have that set up before I went live today. All right, here we go. I guess I should have told y'all that from the beginning, but I was so excited about these ornaments. Okay. And for Marnette that asked about what paint I'm using, she might have been talking about my paint pens too. These are just acrylic paint pens. So the tile I used, the chalk paint, because I wanted to make sure it would stick, because these ornament things, look y'all, they're so slick. Like, look at that. Look how shiny that is. So you definitely want to use that chalk paint. I'm going to print of, and then for kings, I'm going to go real big and fancy. Okay. All right. I see some of you are commenting beginner. I can't wait. Okay. So Kelly, just comment beginner and I'll send a link straight to you in your Facebook DMs. It'll come automatically and you can check it out and it will tell you all about it. Here we go. And basically, I teach how to form your letters and how to add in the thickness on these downstrokes. And I'm going to like really walk you through like 3 different ways to letter each letter. Okay. I'm going to bring this G around. We're going to fill the space. I even go over with you a whole session on how to think out your layout of your lettering. So that is honestly probably my favorite session because it takes you behind the scenes. Like I think up a phrase and we walk through together how I would lay it out. And that's one whole section of the course is just walking through it. It's called composition, but like I didn't even know it was called that until after I had class. I was like, oh, there's a word for that. I called it lettering layouts, but there's a word for it and it's called composition. So how do you lay out the lettering and make it all fit nice and like what my thought process is behind it. All right, here we have King of Kings, but then look, this section, so here's a little bit behind the scenes on that. I just got done with this and I'm like, okay, that's off-centered. Look at that. There is a spot over here that is kind of missing something. So what goes with King of Kings? A crown. So I would add a little crown. So I'm going to do this. Just give it a little extra here. And then I can put little dots on this too to make a crown jewel. Okay. And then when that dries, I'll put some little gold dots on that. And see, that just kind of finishes it off. What do y'all think of it? Oh my gosh, I love it. I love these little, I just feel like it's such an inexpensive way because, okay, I don't remember how many I counted on this. And I wish I knew how much I paid for this sheet, but y'all, you get a sheet this big. And so you're going to be able to do all these different ornaments out of one sheet. So very cool. Okay. Now I'm going to push this to the side and show y'all something else. Okay. The last time I was live, someone mentioned to me, look at that. I'm going to show all these real quick. Yay. So if you just tuned in and you want to watch all those come to life, you can watch from the beginning after it's all posted in the replay. And I'll add the ribbon and everything on a reel. So y'all definitely stay tuned. We'll get to that I don't know, probably by tomorrow I can have that posted. Okay, I'm going to pull this up because the last time I went live, someone mentioned to me that I needed to grab some white carbon paper, okay? Or actually white graphite paper. So I grabbed this from Hobby Lobby and I got to show y'all a hack that I did not realize that we could do. So remember when I would constantly show you how to use the graphite paper with a sign to transfer a hand lettered design onto the sign as like a cheat sheet. It's basically like just putting the template down by using a pencil and tracing over everything. Well, when I got this graphite paper, it was packaged like this, and I flipped it over, and look what it told me I could do. I can print on this white graphite paper and use it like just as the paper, because what I was doing was I was printing out a regular sheet of paper and then taking that black graphite paper that I have. I don't even think it's in here right now because I didn't plan to use it. But then so basically I was like having to do two things at once. Watch this. I'm going to move this because I wanted to show you how it came at Hobby Lobby. And it was $3.99 for 12 sheets, but they are 8.5 by 11. So they're ready for your printer. So if you are a Digital Dust subscriber, you have to get some of these. Actually, if you don't have a Hobby Lobby in your area, I will look for an Amazon link. So let's see. Ursula said, if I make a mistake on lettering, is it possible to wipe off and redo? For these, it is not. And that's why these are going to be so cool. I can even make some template. If you're a Digital Dust subscriber, I'll make some templates for this style and everything for this coming month. So you can be on the lookout for that, because I understand how Ursula feels. Like you don't want, it's almost like you can get too scared to start because you're so nervous about messing up. So check this out. This is the graphite paper. I was able to print directly on it, and it's white. And look, it is going to be perfect for this black sign. Okay, I'm going to pull back a little bit. But y'all, okay, I'm just so pumped. Like, this is going to be a game changer if you want to do a dark surface. Because if you remember, actually, Lori does make a good point. You could sand, repaint, and start over. But you can't just wipe it away. Okay, so let's see. You can back them felt and for a more finished look and add hangers. Yes, Becky, that is my plan, and I'm definitely going to show that. Okay, so if you're a Digital Dust subscriber, you have all these different designs. You can print this out, and for dark backgrounds, like I showed you in the member area how to do this on stained wood, but we were using that dark gray graphite paper. So I need to redo that video in another way and show this because, okay, I'm going to kind of center it. For the sake of time, I'm not measuring. Who am I kidding? It's not for the sake of time. I never measure. I never measure anything. So I'm going to just kind of eyeball this, and I'm going to press where that frame is and just kind of like help myself center it a little bit. But I'm an eyeballer. Do y'all measure stuff? Or are you precise, or do you just wing it? Okay, so this is going to transfer as I trace. Y'all, I'm so excited. I've not done this either. I'm big on doing stuff live with y'all for the first time. So I think this will work. I hope it does. Always breaking my pencils on here too. Okay, and what I'm doing is just drawing the bones. If you want to be real particular, because maybe you're like, I don't know exactly quite yet where to go down and make it thicker, or you just want to, you can definitely go like on inside outside and make this whole thing be transferred onto the board. But for the sake of this live and time, I am just going to go over the bones of the letters. And we're going to peel it away to hopefully, like I said, I haven't tried this yet. Hopefully that white will show up real nice on the black. Yeah, Lori, I feel you. Especially like I tell people all the time, I embrace the part of my name of imperfect dust. Okay, so we're going to come here. And y'all, Digital Dust just gives you cheat sheets. It gives you SVG formats of all these hand lettered designs for you to just really go for it and get crafty in whatever way you like best. If vinyl cutting is your thing and working with a Cricut or a Silhouette, you can use that. But if you want to try to, add a hand lettered touch and you're trying to get used to it, but you want to take out the guesswork of how to lay everything out, then it's your thing. I even have it to where if you comment digital, I'll send you information on that. This is going to be a fun little tool, isn't it? Okay, here we go. I'm going to peel it up. And we're going to peel back. Ready? You can't see it very good on here, but it's there. Oh, there it goes. The lighting was just bad. That was not a great reveal. Okay, here you go. So here is our bones of our lettering. Y'all, you can't see it too great there either, but yay. Okay, so this is going to give me my guideline, and all with this printed out on the sheet of paper. Now, if you want your carbon paper to go further, I will say it just dawned on me that this will only let you use this once, but you could technically reuse this over and over. And the way you could do that is, like, here is a regular sheet of paper with this printed. So let's say I didn't print directly on here, then I can lay this on top and double it up. So as cool as this is, I don't know how much I would use it because I would want my paper to go further. Because now look at all this carbon paper on the sides has been wasted. What do you think? Do you think it's worth it to do that, or would you double it up? Yeah, I kind of feel like I wasted that paper now that I think about it, but it's a really cool hack if you want to just throw it in your printer. Yeah, I know, Lori, I was like, where's the lettering? And then the lighting like adjusted. Okay, so let me grab my pasta paint pen. I'm going to flip the tip around just to give it a fresh start. All right, and we're going to come in and we're just going to talk about being kind today. Sometimes the internet can be like a Wild West. So if you are here, I'm so thankful for you because y'all, I have not dealt with a lot of crazy on my page, but I have friends that have. So, I mean, I did a little bit, but not too bad. So just remember to be kind today. Because here's the thing, whether on the internet or not, being kind to people, you never know what somebody is going through, what somebody has walked through. I get on here and I try to show up in the best way possible, but there are things I've gone through in my life that I'm like, I would never really technically share that on my page, but it's, you know, I don't know. My whole point is that we never know what somebody's going through, and it is never, you'll never regret being kind. I actually think I have a digital dust file that says that. So if you're in there, like, there's actually one that says you will never regret being kind. But you may, well, you will regret it if you say something that could hurt someone's feelings and you may not have even meant for it to. If we make a special effort to be kind, then you can't go wrong. All right, I'm going to do this, add in that downstroke thickness, and see how those guidelines just help me out so much. They allow me to talk with you while I do it. And by the way, this little frame sign, sorry, does that noise get on y'all's nerves? Lori, that's a great idea to just cut off that extra. I could cut out Be Kind today off of the inside. And then I would still have room. Look, I'd probably still have room to do a whole. Yeah, look at that. I could put one for an ornament on there. Okay, and I love it. I love the white for this darker color because I could use the regular graphite paper, but it is just kind of hard to see, especially when I'm trying to show y'all here. Yeah, I think so too, Becky. Oh, y'all are just using this, so let me know because this is a new system. Those of you that are commenting digital and commenting beginner, the goal is for you to receive those links to your Facebook instant message, is that or direct message, whatever you want to call it, your messenger app. So hopefully you received that immediately, but if not, I will message you. I will figure it out. I'll check and see because they show up for me that I sent them. So I'll double check after this live and make sure you received them. But that will just be so much easier than me going, oh, I need to like stop what I'm doing and text it to you. So I'm real thankful for this new program. All right, here we go. I'm going to come around, down, and down. So in the class for beginners, you do get a few templates, but the goal of that class is to teach you how to do it without guidelines. So That's if you want to learn lettering. And then the digital dust is if you want the library of templates that you can get. You're going to get them in so many different file types. You've got SVG, DXF, PDF, which is what I printed here. It was just a PDF. JPEG, so you could literally print and frame. Oh, and the coolest thing is that, you know, it may not be your thing right now, but if you do some hand lettered projects with your subscription and you become like, let's say you really enjoy it and you think, you know, I want to make a little extra money off of this, then if you have an active digital dust subscription, you can sell what you make. So it's like you have your own small business commercial licensing with a subscription. So that is one of my favorite parts about the digital dust subscription, is because that is honestly the reason, one of the reasons that my business got started was because we were trying to snowball debt. We were trying to get out of debt. We were doing Dave Ramsey, and it really, like, I had a booth in a local marketplace and it really helped out. So there we go. Be kind today. So I love it. Y'all, I'm smelling that glue gun that I had prepped and ready to use and I didn't use. But all right, y'all, I'm going to sign off, but I am so happy that you tuned in today when it comes to the ornaments. I'll get those finished up and looking really nice. Now, I do have to go and get felt because I don't have any felt. Y'all, remember, I'm not a crafter. And last night I went to Walmart just for the ribbon, and then I ended up not using it. So I went to Walmart just for the ribbon because I don't even have ribbon here. Like, this might be the first things of ribbon I've ever bought. I'm just not a crafter. I want to be cool like that, but I just, you know, you stick with what you know, right? I hand letter the stuff, but I'm not real crafty with it. Okay. Oh, yay, Lori. Okay, thanks, Bonnie. Thanks, Jan. All right, let me know if you got those links. And I am so excited for you to learn more about the class and digital dust. And thank you for being here. And I will see y'all next Wednesday at 11 a.m. I do sometimes want to go live at night, but I don't like have a schedule for that yet. So right now, those will just be random pop-ins. So hopefully I can go live one evening with y'all. But if that doesn't happen, then I will see you next Wednesday at 11. Lord willing. Always got to add Lord willing, because you never know what a day will bring. And in the meantime, be kind. Okay, I will talk to y'all later. All right, bye-bye.